What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are getting all ready for the last tournament of 2022, at least my last tournament of 2022, unless I fish some small local tournaments around, Lake Chickamauga or something. But anyways, this is the Toyota Series Championship. Ended up qualifying for the championship through the Central Division, and yeah, man, it's here on Lake Guntersville. I think it's going to be a really fun week overall. Ended up having 4 days of practice for this tournament. I mean, after the Pro Circuit getting only 2 days of official practice, 4 days was a long time. But really, I don't think I needed much more than 2 days of practice, because it was pretty much the same story every single day. Really, a good practice is usually when you go out there and you find one pattern or one area that you have a lot of confidence in. That's kind of what you're looking for. This practice, every single day I got some bites. Every single day I think I would have caught a limit. But the frustrating part about this practice period was that the bites were so few and far between. It seemed like every time my gut would be saying, stop on this spot, it looks really good, like this could be the deal. I stop, get a bite right away, and I'm like, yes. Inside I'm celebrating. But then I go another hour and a half without a bite, duplicating the same pattern or trying to get another bite in the same area. And so that's the frustrating part about this practice period. But I'm hearing the same exact thing from pretty much everybody that I talk to, that are saying that it's just few and far between. And that's really kind of typical on the TVA during the fall. During November, your bites are coming in a lot of different ways, a lot of different places, and it's really hard to like nail down a specific pattern or a specific area. Now, I say that I haven't nailed down a specific pattern, but I've really, got bit on, I would say, 4 techniques pretty regularly. Okay, the only thing that I don't necessarily like is the fact that I'm not able to get like multiple bites in an area. I ended up finding one stretch that I got multiple bites, and they were good bites on the yesterday, the last day of practice. But that's the only spot that I'm like, I have a decent amount of confidence that I can go there and actually get a bite. Other than that, I'm pretty much going to have to junk fish it up in this tournament. But with that being said, oddly enough, I feel actually pretty good about this tournament going into it. There's a high probability that I could not have a great tournament, but there's also a really high probability that I could have a really good tournament and possibly even be in contention to make the final day. And then of course, if you make the final day, you're in contention to win this tournament. And it's not going to take all that much to do that. It's really going to take, I think, about 18 pounds a day to win this tournament, probably around that 15-pound range for the first 2 days to make the final day. This time of year, Guntersville is low weights. The whole TVA, most lakes this time of year are pretty low weights compared to like the spring and the summer. And so really it comes down to being efficient, but also keeping things pretty simple and just doing things that you can get bit doing, and just covering a lot of water. I think that I'm going to have my motor guide in the water most of the day, as opposed to bouncing around and trying different things. I'm going to try to really just settle down and fish, and just try to focus on what's in front of me, as opposed to the grass is greener complex, where you're constantly running around the lake trying to do different things. I think that could get you in a lot of trouble in this event. At least for me, I think that mentality, that kind of strategy would be detrimental. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I could go out there and have, it seems like every practice day I probably would have had a mid-teens bag, but there was also the opportunity for catching catching just 2 or 3 keepers a day. You know, by the end of a long practice day, I would have, you know, a decent limit of fish every single day. But again, if I don't get fortunate and get those 5 good bites throughout the day, which could very easily happen, you know, I wouldn't have anything. But on the flip side, man, I'm excited to get out there and see if I can compile those bigger bags. And really what it comes down to in this tournament is if you can stay consistent in those mid-teens bags, but then have like one phenomenal day where you get like the low 20-pound range, you know, you get a couple real big bites, that's the person that's going to win this tournament. It's not the guy that's, you know, is on a mega school, you know, catching 20 pounds a day. You don't need that in this tournament. This tournament is going to be all about staying consistent, not having a complete fumble, you know, a complete, terrible day that maybe you only bring in like 4 fish. If you could stay consistent in the teens and then have a good day, you know, a big day, and capitalize on some big bites, I mean, that's really what's up in this tournament. I think that's what's ultimately going to win. But anyways, it's going to be a lot of fun. It is a frustrating time of the year overall because you just don't know exactly what to expect every single day. I was really happy to see a little bit of sunshine and calm weather yesterday, because that's what we're going to experience in the tournament. In the first 3 days of practice, we didn't have that. We either had a little bit of sun the first day and a lot of wind, or we had 2 really, really cloudy and rainy days, which in a situation where the 2 actual tournament days are going to be bright, sunny, not a cloud in the sky, and calm, it's really hard to anticipate what patterns are actually going to be viable during the tournament. I think the last day of practice, when the sun came out, I was able to test some theories that I had, and ended up getting some good bites doing that. So that made me feel a little bit more at ease. Up until that point, I was like, man, I have no idea how I'm even going to catch a limit in this tournament. But now, you know, I'm a little bit calmer. So anyways, guys, so the action is going to be from, it starts tomorrow, Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday. The winner is announced. Top 10 are fishing Saturday, and so hopefully we won't be leaving until Saturday evening or Sunday morning. Sunday morning would be preferable, you know, a little bit of celebration would be in order, but we're a long ways from that. We got to focus on the process right now and just focus on that very next bite. So anyways, guys, make sure that you check out all the action, MLF or MajorLeagueFishing.com, and also on my social media page. Thank you for all the support. We're gonna see what we can get done here at Guntersville. I'll see you guys out on the water.